Well, all right, guys, today it's going to be really short. And the reason why it's going to be short is because I got to go and fix more things. I have a mission. Some might say, as the Blues Brothers might say, I have a mission from God to fix baby Jesus, baby robot Jesus. Anyway, so I finally got Arch to work, sort of, kind of. And the reason why this operating is so frustrating is if you try to install Arch Linux and you already have Linux or you already have a functional operating system to start off with before you install Arch, then life is pretty easy. But if you try to do it the way that I did it, my system completely broke, so it didn't even boot up. And then you try to install Arch Linux, then that is the dumpster fire that has no end. It's worse than Barracuda. It's worse than PyTorch. It's even worse than AI. Anyway, before I get into what's going on with Arch, I wanted to talk about this. Because if you want to be health maxing, right? I'm not talking about looks maxing. That's crazy what Clavicular and a bunch of other people are doing. They take a hammer to their face. What? I thought Dremel to your face was dangerous, but they take a hammer to their face. Anyway. So, health maxing. If you look in the mirror and you look at your balance sheet and you look at yourself and you're not dieting, right? You're not exercising. You take a look at your balance sheet at the end of the month and you've got like how many prescriptions that you're on? Then you're not healthy, right? So this is the part where I get upset with Coach Greg, right? I get upset with everybody that talks about health, especially Paul Saladino, the witch that wants you to get a big cauldron. Remember, we talked about this, a big cauldron, and to put inside that cauldron and mix fat, basically animal lard, which is the worst kind of fat that stays stuck in your intestine. And then he wants you to put in milk, and then he wants you to put gluten, all of that stuff together in a large cauldron, and then drink it. And this is the color of what is gonna look inside your belly, if not much darker than this. So anyway, that is not health maxing, okay? That is not health maxing. If you're not somebody like Coach Greg who cycles for hours and runs around and looks shredded, you can't calories in, calories out, okay? Let's be real about this. You got to put the right building blocks in your body. You've got to go with the reverse pyramid. Everybody say it together. Reverse pyramid, where you take clean water and clean sources of protein, and that's the majority of what you eat. Then you might have a little bit of minerals and vitamins and that kind of stuff. And as Mike Israel will say, that's it. And that's it. Don't get enraged with me. If you're already diabetic, half dying, in a wheelchair, etc., you are not going to be able to health max by doing calories in, calories out. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to build the muscle, and you're not going to be healthy. The majority of Americans who only eat McDonald's should probably have their intestines mechanically cleansed. But anyway, so that's the problem with Make America Healthy Again, because, as I said before, you can't make America healthy again because you have everybody, including Coach Greg, spouting this nonsense about calories in, calories out, when if you don't have the right amount of exercise and you're not eating the building blocks, you're just not going to get healthy. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And I like Coach Greg, especially, you know what I'm going to do next? Mapstagram, save the eyes. So anyway, How do you health max? It's like this bottle right here. It's not that deep. In this, Coach Greg and I agree. It's not that deep. What you do is, imagine this Kirkland bottle is your intestine. What you do is you fill it with clean water, is going to be the majority. Then clean protein, which means protein with no added fat, salt, and sugar, right? So protein, clean protein only. So clean water, clean protein, and then vitamins and the occasional mineral if you really need it, especially if you do a lot of workout. And then after you eat, pretend you are a chemistry lab. So then you will shake, 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 shake. Now you don't go for a run or a swim because everybody knows you could get indigestion. But you can do light walks, or you can get on an inversion rack. Well, not inversion rack because that will make you vomit. On the vibration plate. And just like a chemistry lab, you will shake the food that you just had so that it doesn't get stuck in your intestine. And that's about it. That's it. That's it. And if that makes you feel rage like Israel, then I don't know. I don't know how to help you guys. I don't know how to help you guys. Because this is the real truth that all the doctors will not tell you. If you don't eat this way, you will always feel sick and you won't make it past 40. Or if you do get it to 40, you'll probably be on one of those scooters that everybody sees. And as I said, I have the worst genetics ever. This week, I tested this theory that I have again. And I added cheese and bread to my diet. And guess what? I feel worse than last time. I feel heavier than last time. And I feel sicker than last time because, say it with me, guys, the Paul Saladino diet will put you 6 feet under faster than last time. Anyway, so those are my thoughts. But you guys can do whatever you want. I have to be the last Lorax here telling you how to help you guys with your health and fitness, especially because the holidays is coming up and you're going to be binge maxing. That's right. It could be a turbo binge max. But I'm trying to tell you guys, if you are already, as I said, diabetic, don't be the guy like in that TV show where the doctor was like, bro, you're going to lose. I'm going to have to cut off your foot if you don't stop eating that pizza or the Paul Saladino. And you're going to be like calling up while in the hospital bed, right? You're going to be calling up the pizza place to get you your pizza. And then they're going to saw off your foot. Anyway. And that's why we need to reinstate the McDonald's ad. They finally told the truth about something. The holiday season is fantastic, isn't it? Well, anyway, happy holiday, guys. And actually do Health Max. Because it's not that, as I said, it's not that deep. The inverted pyramid, right? Everybody loves the food pyramid. It's like this, right? That's the food pyramid that's been killing people since, I don't know, when did they start that thing? Was it 1969? Anyway, if you follow the proper pyramid, which is the inverted one, it goes like this. Let me do that again. So at the very bottom, at the very tip, the tiniest part of the pyramid, that's where you want like the gluten if you really need it. And the other stuff, the Paul Saladino stuff. It's like this much. The majority, the like 95 to 98% of everything else should be protein clean, so fat-free, and water, clean water. But nobody's doing that. And that's why, remember that commercial? Every time somebody snaps their finger, somebody is in their grave. It's diabolical. But there's nothing I can do to help you guys. It's diabolical.